What's up? Welcome back. A little bit different project here. Subaru Outback. So we're doing lift kit, wheels, tires, and then I'm making a tube bumper for the front here. And then it will also have a 8,000 Warn winch in it. So right now, getting the bumper pulled off so we can see what's behind it and plan. I'll kind of walk you guys through as I can. All right, jump forward to this afternoon. Front end obviously blowing apart. We have made plates there. I've got the first tube laid in here. This is kind of like the winch cradle, at least the start of it. Got the laser level here, marking the center of everything, all the way up from the hood latch, all the way down, hitting the bolt in the center right there, centering up on the Warn logo. Everything's lining up, everything's square. The tube is tacked into both plates. Get ready to tack the winch plate I cut out for this in. It's leveled up. Tack it in place, then we'll carefully take the winch off because it's bolted in right now. Take it off very carefully. Then we'll take a tube and bend one up that comes from like this corner around underneath on the back side. And then obviously everything else will stack onto it later, but the main part of the bumper here is this, but I'm gonna make it pull off multiple planes. There'll be a lower bar that like forms the rest of the bumper here. It'll tie up into this plate, and then this plate that goes around will come down and tie into the core support. So, and also the main hoop of the bumper will tie in up here. So we're getting there, but kind of see the process and the idea of what's going on. I gotta cut the bumper too. I'll do that in the morning because it's almost 5 o'clock. But we'll cut the bumper, set it up there. You guys will get more of an idea of what's going on. All right, day 2, bumper cut. Made this entire hoop bar that goes all the way around. That was a fun one. Made one that comes all the way through there. Boxed off the winch plate here. This skid plate is just a standard skid plate from, I think it's like Primitive or Primal or something like that. We're end up gonna cut off this 4 inches right here, make our own holes and attach it to this bar. This bar then get attached to the factory core support. And then I think I'm done with tube minus some gussets and stuff here and there. But the next thing is up in here, plate's gonna come down this full length. Both of these are parallel, and then we're gonna bring it out and do like small recovery points right here. Nothing crazy. We'll do it out of 1/4 inch, and then we'll like triple stack it towards the end here with some like fingers that go back. And then that plate will also come down itself and run just inside the factory recovery / toe points right here, and then we'll through bolt through it, so that way that one plate is bracing the bumper, the recovery points, and the winch mount tube all in one, and square everything up solid. And then as far as tube work really goes after that, I'm just gonna make a stringer tube that comes from here, sandwiches into that plate, and then some little gussets here and there, and then we still have to make the winch fair lead that mounts right there. And then of course it'll get another aluminum skid plate that covers this lower section right there. But I think it's coming out pretty decent. Alrighty, jumping ahead really quick. Got the side plates / recovery points. So welding those together, it's pretty much a triple thick plate with some spot welds going on. And then we also have these little brackets. So let me explain to you how all this is gonna work. So I got our test one cut out of some scrap there. Can't do it all at once and hold the camera. So this right here will come around, grab that. There's two, so it sandwiches it like that. Big hole's a 3/4 inch bolt. Those two are 1/2 inch bolts, obviously adjustable. So that will tie into there. Remember those 2 bolt holes because those tie into that. This thing, if you look at my drawings, very similar. And then there's also one on the back side. But this, leave this up in here, ties up into our plate. That one and the lower one right here will get braced together with it. It will have a recovery point, and as you can see, it comes down 2 bolt holes that I told you to remember. So, yeah, ties the bumper hoop to the winch hoop, ties both of those into our plate more, and then also ties it into the factory tie down recovery. It's a Subaru, so it's not getting buried in mud, hopefully. But if everybody knows about the Subarus and the little factory hook here, that just screws into the factory crash bar over there, which then that factory crash bar is only held on with those bolts, and I've seen people yank some Subarus off of them. So we're better off than the stock one, but it's looking good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It looks a lot better when it's on the ground. It's hard to show something when it's up in the air because it all looks horrible when it's face level with you. Again, cutting off that this aftermarket skid plate, and then we will make him a skid plate that covers this bottom piece. I'm gonna leave this open because it'll have a winch right there, obviously. And then the fair lead, let's see if I can switch hands here. The fair lead, I was gonna mount flat like that, but I'm not liking that. I'm gonna mount it at an angle, kind of like most of the aftermarket Toyota bumpers do. It's a little angle, nothing crazy. Still in line with the winch drum, so we'll do that. And then, haven't figured out yet, light mounts. He wants tabs for lights, so I think we're gonna leave this as is. And then on the underside here, I'm just gonna make a plate with a bunch of slotted holes in it so he can mount lights right here if he so wishes in the future. So all in all, coming together, but it's Friday. I'm working late, trying to catch up. Let me drop this thing on the ground so you can kind of see what it's gonna look like on the ground. So, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Kind of what we're going for though. So I think that's gonna be the end of this video because it is Friday. It is stupid humid, stupid hot. Been welding. So thanks for watching. Trying to get more videos up. I've got a video to edit for this thing for the race, but that'll happen after this video. Again, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It helps us out a ton. See ya.